who passed into the land of milk and honey. Now this evening we're going to look beyond the bare basic facts, and we're going to see not only what Caleb did, but we're going to see why. We will see a man of incredible faith and courage and steadfastness. And most of all, as our title suggests, we really are going to focus in upon the fact that this man, by his ancestry, was a Gentile. He was a Kenizzite. We're not told how or why or when he or his forebears came to Israel. We know nothing of their ancestry in the Gentile world. All that we know is that at some stage, someone in Caleb's line encountered the truth.
Okay, that's pretty much all we're going to look into in regards to that, right? So, pretty much as you can see by, bear with me, as you can see by the title of the video, this is going to be a very brief breakdown on Caleb. Was Caleb actually a Gentile? Most Christians say, which is contrary to what this fellow believes, but most Christians say that Caleb goes back to Esau, right? And they do so by going to scriptures like Numbers, right? And I'll just start off before we get into this. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, and I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, who the world may call God. They may call Him Jehovah. Many people call Him Yahweh, but His true name is Yahweh, right? And doing so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world will call Jesus Christ, whose name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? So let's cue the music and let's get started, right? So when you go to the book of Numbers, bear with me, chapter 32, in verse 12, it says this. I'll start at verse 11, just to give you context, or 10. And the Lord's anger was kindled the same time, and he swore, saying, surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord, right? So you have Caleb and you have Joshua, right? But Caleb is called the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, right? People associate this Kenizzite with Kenaz of Egypt. With Kenaz of Edom, right? So when you go to Kenaz, right here, it says, bear with me, this is Genesis chapter 36 and 11, and it says, and the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, and Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz, right? And look at the word Kenaz. See for the Strong's H7073. People associate this with being, with whatchamacallit being with Caleb being an Edomite, right? So the word for Kenaz, Hunter, son of Eliphaz and grandson of Esau, one of the dukes of Edom, a brother of Caleb and the father of Othniel, right? Again, Kenaz, the name of an Edomite and two Israelites. But the word Kenaz is just the word that just means, it just means Kenaz, right? So let's go to Kenizzite, right? And let's look at, we can go to that same verse. All right. Just like to bear with me. All right. Kenizzite Numbers, chapter 32 and 12. Now, although it's a different thing, it is actually the same. It is actually a similar word, descendant of Kenaz. See, Kenizzite or Kenizzites, descendant of Kenaz. See, they confounded me. It is now true that Caleb was a Gentile, as this so-called white man just told you, right? So I guess it's true, right? Absolutely not, because when you go into the scriptures, if that means that, and we saw that this Strong's was H7074, right? Kenizzite, right? If that means that he is a Edomite or he's a Gentile because he goes back because his forefather name is Kenaz, or he descends from a man named Kenaz, then that mean that he must also be a Hamite as well, right? And you see this in Genesis chapter 15. Genesis chapter 15 and 19 says this. I'll start at verse 18. In the same day the Lord made a covenant. Here we go. All right, watch this. In 18, verse 18 it says, in the same day that the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. The Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Kadmites and the Hittites and Perizzites and Rephaims and Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites, right? So you see that he's talking about the land of Ham. Going into the land of Canaan, that would be the land that was given to him. And he said he's going to get the land from who? From the Kenizzites, right? When you go into the Hebrew, into the word Kenizzite, right? Make sure I spell it right. I know this one might have two Z's, so I can bear with me. I know it's spelled different, but it's in the same word, right? Kenizzites, right? In Genesis chapter 15 and 19. Look, same word, H7074. There's the same word as was being used in Numbers 32 and 12 with Caleb. Same word. So not only this Caleb must be a descendant of Edom, but even at this time in Genesis 15, Edom wasn't even born. He wasn't even born until 10 chapters later. So which Kenaz does Caleb go back to? Does he go back to the Kenaz of Ham? Or does he go back to the Kenaz of Edom? It's the same word, H7074. So one thing people forget to understand is that at one point in time, the entire earth spoke the same language, right? And it wasn't until shortly after that people started to, obviously with the Tower of Babel, that people began to speak other languages. You see multiple, here's what's so funny. What people forget to understand is that the Canaanites spoke Hebrew. They spoke the Phoenician, the Phoenician tongue. That's the language of Canaan, and that's what Abram speak. That's what Abraham spoke. So a lot of people forget that the Canaanites also spoke Hebrew as well. So when you look at scriptures like that speaks on calling and actually I can just grab it real quick. Look, just so we understand, H7074. Kenizzites, right? That is attributed to Hamites right here, because that's talking about going into the land of Canaan, into the land of the Hamites, and that'll be the allotted land that the Most High God promised Abraham. Right. Cool. H7074. You could even want it back, but I'm just gonna grab it just so we can grab it real quick. Look. Numbers 32, same word. Kenizzite, it's the same word. It may be spelled different in the English, but it's the same exact word. It's the same exact word. So it's not, it's not what people are making this something that it doesn't have to be. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to keep going with this, okay? So as long as people understand that, look, although he was a Kenizzite, you have to be calling him Hamite as well. People, only way that they attribute him to being Edomite is because they want to be difficult and say that he was Edomite so Edomites can get salvation. Are you kidding me? The Edomites saving the children of Israel out of delivering them into the land. Like what? What sense does that even make? But let's keep going. Few more precepts so we can just so we have a clear understanding of this, right? Let's go to Joshua chapter 14. In the same word for Joshua chapter 14:6. Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite said unto him, Thou knowest the thing that the Lord said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me, and thee in Kadesh Barnea, right? So again, we understand that he's called a Kenizzite, and Kenaz is a descendant. And there's a man named Kenaz who is a descendant of Edom, but there's also a man named Kenaz that is a progenitor of certain Hamite nations. So you can't just be calling him a Gentile and saying that he comes from Edom, or just because it comes from Kenaz. That was just a family name that he had. That's simple as that. A lot of people had similar names in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, I'll give you a prime example, right? Prime example right here. Let's go to Genesis chapter. Now, I don't want to make this long-winded, but after this, I got one more cut, and then that'll be it. This is watch this. This is Genesis chapter 17 and verse. I wanna matter of fact, no need, right? Genesis 17:18, it says, "And Abraham said unto God, O that Ishmael might live before thee. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him." So he told him, the Most High God is not going to make a covenant with Ishmael. He made a covenant with Isaac, right? But wait a minute. Is Ishmael also in other places as well? Are you telling me that Ishmael is in? Wasn't he always in Genesis? How did he teleport to being a child of Israel? Watch. This is Jeremiah chapter 42, and bear with me. Babylon. Okay, we're almost there. Hold up. Bear with me. Salakia. Therefore, certainly you shall die. Okay. I think it's 41. Bear with me. Okay, watch this. This is watch this. This is Jeremiah 41:9, and it says, "Now the pit wherein Ishmael had cast all the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliah, was it with which Asa the king had made for fear of Baash, king of Israel. And Ishmael the son of Nethaniah filled it with them that were slain." Right? So is Ishmael's father Nethaniah, or is it Abraham? And why is Ishmael this far in the future? The answer is because it's not talking about the same Ishmael. People can have multiple names. It's like you will meet a Muhammad that is from Saudi Arabia. You'll meet a Muhammad from Palestine. You'll meet a Muhammad from the Congo, from Sudan, from Nigeria, and from America at the same time. And none of them are the same person. They're all completely different ethnic groups of people. You'll find a Muhammad in Asia. A lot of them are like them Tajikistans and Kyrgyzstans. A lot of them will have names as Muhammad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're not. It's not just a thing where where it's that one name, so that it must be that specific person they're talking about. That was an assumption, right? But let's go down and this should really just be it, right? Let's just confirm very quickly that my man Caleb is an Israelite, right? Let's go to Judges chapter 1 and 2, and it says this. Actually, no, we're gonna go to Chronicles. Bear with me. Actually, I'm gonna run to Chronicles, then I'm gonna go to Judges, and Judges is gonna kind of finish it out. This is First Chronicles, chapter 4 and verse 1. It says this: "The sons of Judah, Pharez, Hezron, and Carmi, and Hur, and Shobal." Right? So understand this real quick. It's talking about the sons of Judah, meaning these men come from Judah, right? Matter of fact, let me stop right there. Let me go to Numbers. I'm going to come back to this, but I want to clarify one thing very quickly. This is Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. It says, "And they assembled all the congregation." Verse 17, "And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together in the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families." Right? So that a man's pedigree comes after his families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their poles, right? So again, this is how a man was expressed. This is where a man's pedigree comes from. It comes from the house of his father, right? Not the house of anybody else, right? So when you read First Chronicles chapter 4 and verse 1, it says, the sons of Judah, understand that everybody that is talking about is going to be a child of Judah, right? Pharez, Hezron, and Carmi, and Hur, and Shabal. Let's jump to verse 13. Watch this. And the sons of Kenaz, Othniel, and Sariah, and the sons of Othniel, Hathath, and Menothai, begot Ophrah, and Sarah begot Joab, the father of the valley of Kerishim, for they were craftsmen, and the sons of Caleb, the sons of Jephunneh, Elah, and Naam, the sons of Eli, even Kenaz. Understand that very simply, that these are Judites. They come from the tribe of Judah. And if that wasn't clear enough for you, surely this will be, right? Watch this. And again, I got more I can go to, actually. I can go to a few more. This is Judges chapter 1 and verse 2, and it says this. And the Lord said, Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hand. Again, Judah is going to go up. Does that mean the man Judah is going up? No. His descendants are going to go up. Understand that. Jump to verse 12. And Caleb said, he that smiteth Kirjath Sepher, and taketh it, to him I will give Akash my daughter to wife. And Othniel the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, took it, right? And he gave Akash his daughter to wife. Understand this. So Othniel, the son of Caleb's brother Kenaz, so Caleb's nephew, took the land for him, right? Kirjath Sepher was a place in Judah, and Caleb conquered it, and the Most High God told him to do it by saying that the Jews would do that, that Judah would do that, right? Let's actually fact check me real quick. Here we go. So I'll grab it right here. Okay, Kirjath Sepher. City of the Brook, a town in the mountains of Judah to the west of Hebron, right? So we understand very simply that that was specifically talking about Judites. He said Judah go up and do it, and Caleb went up and did it and had his nephew go do that. You see what I'm saying? His brother's son. So we understand that Judah was the one that took this land. Caleb is a descendant of Judah. Very simply, right? Let's just grab just the last one. This will be the nail in the coffin. And this will just be it. Let's go back to Numbers chapter 13 and verse 2, and it says, send thou men that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel, every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them. Again, it's telling you this land is going to the children of Israel, of every tribe of their fathers. So he's telling you that send a man of every tribe of their fathers. So a man's father had to be of the tribe of Israel. Understand that. And as you can see by verse 6, of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. His father goes back to Judah. Very simply. But with that, I'd like to give honor and glory to the Most High God, Abba Yahweh. Do so in the name of his only begotten Son, Hamashiach Wamalak Yahushai. Lord willing, this was edifying video through the Spirit. Hope everybody's enjoying the Feast of Tabernacles. If you already celebrated it, I hope you're enduring this truth and making sure your earthly tabernacle is clean. Bashim Mashiach Malak Yahushai. Kwame Shalom.